of our inverter. Right? This is a sample of our ESS or BESS, our battery energy storage solution. And this is our EV charger and optimizer. So,
a common question we get asked is when they hear that Huawei has solar, they ask if we have the solar panels. So actually, Huawei doesn't offer the solar panels themselves. So why is that? If we go back to the presentation earlier, the key strengths of Huawei are really on the power electronics and the digital technologies. So since we already have strengths in that, those are really the strengths needed for these products, the inverters, which the solar panels connect to, and then the battery systems as well, since we have batteries across our other devices from the other business groups. So for the energy, sir, it could, what we call it's grid tied or grid supporting inverter. So you could just think of it that if you don't have a battery and you have solar, you don't have energy storage, but it's just going to shift over your bills. So let's say instead of getting maybe your house is consuming 5 kilowatts or 5 kilowatt hours, for example, this would shift it by the corresponding amount generated by the solar. So when it comes to the inverters, what's typically available in the market, they boil down to like 3 main types: the grid-tied, hybrid, off-grid. So usually for most consumers, they're not always well acquainted or well aware with the different technologies. So if they're not very well informed, they'll be getting, let's say, the wrong type of inverter. Let's say a grid-tied inverter. And to put it simply, a grid-tied inverter, from the name, it just connects to the grid. It's not able to connect to a battery storage system. So one complaint we often hear from some end users is that they purchase an inverter that's just grid-tied, and then after a couple of years they go, why not get a battery? And fail to realize that, oh, it's not compatible with what they currently have, so they have to, let's say, overhaul their inverter or get a new one. But for what we can provide, it's already, just one inverter model is able to cater to those 3 different types or sectors. So it's actually the residential solutions we have. Then
how much is that?
With this one, sir, maybe around 40 to 60,000 depending on the capacity you get. So for this one, it can range from between 2 to 6 kilowatts of output.
And to add to what Thor is saying as well, what consumers can do is actually purchase, for example, they purchase the inverter, right? They want to do grid tied first, and then when they're ready to explore putting batteries, they don't have to change the inverter. Our inverters are hybrid ready, so anytime
you can just
add your battery.